with us in Memorial Stadium in Lawrence, Kansas, home to the Jayhawks. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Iowa State Cyclones, taking on the 25th ranked team in the land, the Kansas Jayhawks. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Jayhawks will put toe to leather and will get started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Cyclones offense will get first crack at it today. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
The Cyclones are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Hauls it in. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Convert that 3rd down on the slant. Now everybody sort of settles into the game.
Yeah, you do have nerves. I mean, everybody does. Opening drive that you watched film and how good are they really? And you get that first down. You throw the quick timing slant. Now, everybody settle in. We're good. We got this.
They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6. And the Cyclones come to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Wide open downfield. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Rushes on him. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. The Cyclones trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to go up top. Bring in the heat. And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Cyclones! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
Man, it doesn't get any better than that. You script the first 10 plays, that was 10 plays. That was perfection. That was a touchdown. That's called good scouting, being ready for the football game, and executing to a T to start this game off.
7, Kansas 0.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Kansas Jayhawks offense will go to work for the first time. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. And I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. This is a big test for him.
And here's the thing. Proving it is one thing, Jesse, but it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent on others' success, but play within yourself, make those plays, don't make the big mistakes.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Woolihan. Throws to the wideout. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. The Jayhawks will punt it away on 4th down. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. No fair catches here, looking for room. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Iowa State sending the offense back out. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Cyclones headed quickly to the line.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Finds his man. It's Clark. Still on his feet. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Leaves it with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Just tried to drop a little floater in there, and it's incomplete. It'll be 3rd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. Off play action. Under fire. He'll try to do it himself. Oh, he's got some space.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Motion from the wideout. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really, really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Trying to do it on the ground. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? Look at it this way. The field position is awful, but opportunity to pile up a lot of stats because there are a lot of yards in front of them. It's these little moments like that that can help an offense as he gets it up to the 16-yard line. And the Jayhawks with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The Jayhawks will snap it on 1st and 10. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. They stop him at the 42, but they're on a roll with a pickup of 15 and a 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the right. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wants to throw it. They'll throw it to the back on the screen.
You know, and that's why this guy can play 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big 3rd down stop by this defense. It would have been a 54-yarder if they'd tried the field goal. Instead, they'll try to convert on 4th and short. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Power football with the run.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
The Cyclones will hustle to the line. Second down, he'll throw it. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Oh, what a play! It's intercepted.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Finds his tight end. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give him a first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Complete downfield. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks in the first down. The give to the back. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That's the end of the period, and Iowa State has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Give to the running back. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball is at the 17. And the Jayhawks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Dropping back, it's Woollyhan. Finds his big tight end. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
You saw the tight end on a big play there in that last 3rd down. Why not go back to him again here in the red zone? With his size and his athleticism, he is a matchup nightmare down in this area of the field.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback.
Well, the defense is making some big plays here right up against their own goal line. They forced 2 straight incompletions, now setting up 3rd down. You're expecting pass again. Is this a situation where they're going to want to blitz, or do they stay back, play zone, and try to break on the ball?
Man, they just couldn't find the hole. Down in the red zone, the field shrinks. So much harder to complete those passes with 4th and short. Now, decision time, baby.
Right down the boulevard. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. They're working that left side. Just has a knack for hitting that move on time. He's out to the 33. And the Cyclones want to crank the tempo. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. The Cyclones line up to punt it away. Just needs a crack to get a return. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. They'll try the run. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. They feed him again. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. The Jayhawks come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Looking downfield, it's Woollyhan. Got his man. He's got got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. That is just a perfect example of not deciding before the snap where you have to go with the ball.
Yeah, because that will get you in trouble. You can tell right away. He wants to get the ball to his primary. He's covered. He comes off him, does a nice job being patient, taking his time, getting the drag route, getting the first down.
And the Jayhawks have this offense rolling. Finds his big tight end. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Operating in the red zone here on second down. He wants to throw it again. He's got it. They will score. Touchdown, Jayhawks. On to attempt the try. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
Iowa State sending the offense back out. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail. There he goes. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. And the Cyclones can really attack on this second and short. Looking for room, it's Clark. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. On third and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. The Cyclones want to pick up the tempo.
Been really impressed watching this offense this year and how good they are on third down. The reason they're so efficient, they don't have...
Unleashes one deep. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And the Cyclones will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. They took their time out of the gate, but now starting to try to take control of this game on offense here in the second quarter, Jesse.
Yeah, and they're playing good complementary football up to this point, but this is a huge opportunity, David, for them to really create some momentum.
Well, and the defense did such a good job keeping them in the game early. Now, holding down their end. Now get the offense rolling, put up some points on the scoreboard, and then you can really get dangerous in this ball game.
They got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Grab near the marker. It's Cook. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Awesome job there on third down by the QB, working through his progressions. He wanted to go downfield, but the defense took everything away. So his eyes come down. He finds the drag route underneath, makes a good throw, and his guy does the rest to pick up the first.
Finds his man. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards, added up for a first down. The Jayhawks come to the line with a new set of downs. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. Handoff from the gun. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Well, this running back has been the only guy, obviously, who's touched the ball these first two plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on third down expecting him to get the ball again.
It's complete to the left. Touchdown, Rockchop! And once he found open space, the band
trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And the extra point was good.
Kansas 17, Iowa State.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Working that left side now. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Grabbed behind the line, it's Clark. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He couldn't quite get loose on that return. He'd already made the play, and they got it at the 35.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead, but with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24, first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, it was a good throw, it was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Looking for a man, it's Willihan. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
This defense is going to have to make some adjustments here at halftime because they have been taken advantage of deep down the field in the passing game. They've already given up 2 TD passes. That was almost number 3, and we're only in the first half.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Got his man quickly. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. He splits the upright, and that lead grows even bigger. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, fellas, looks like we've got a great atmosphere there today in Lawrence.
Set to kick this one away.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Kansas offense returns to the field. They keep it on the ground to open the 3rd. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Scanning the field, it's Willihan. The short hand, it's Kane. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. And the Jayhawks really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to get it through the air. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes a grab past the marker.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw. The Jayhawks have it with a 1st and 10.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Makes the grab on the left. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
The tight end finds a soft spot. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. This will be the 7th play of the drive, and they need to convert 3rd and 6. It's complete on the right side. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. They decide against trying the 52-yard field goal. Instead, the offense trying to convert a 4th and short. Hauls it in, the first down and more. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Inside the 30 at the 29, it's a first down. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Trying play action. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers, and you saw it there on the incompletion.
Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. And the Jayhawks didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
When I get inside the 3 on 1st and goal, I want to be aggressive with the run. I want to be physical. I want to be the more dominant team. You might know it's coming, but I'm still going to bring it. They tried to go with the changeup. They tried to throw the football very unsuccessfully. Nice job by the defense being ready for everything, even though they're inside the 3-yard line.
This is one of those momentum turning points. If this defense can force a field goal attempt, that is it. And that one is picked off in the end zone.
And it's frustrating because you go into half and the coaches tell you what they want to accomplish. Listen, we've seen this the whole first half. This is what they're doing. Not a good job coming out. First drive, trying to get some momentum created. Turn it over to the other team. Give them a good field position now, too. Not the ideal start.
The Cyclones in the hurry-up.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Oh, it's a fumble. Gets it past the marker. And he was able to get back on top of it. He's dragged down to the ground, but what a play there. Scoops up the loose football and moves the chains. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Breaks into the open. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Under fire. Bought a little time, lets it go. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. And that one's incomplete.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden,
looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa State. They went for it all, and it paid off with the...
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing him go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
Kansas 20, Iowa State 14.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. The give to the back. Past the first down marker and still running. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking for a crease, it's Perkins. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They're a couple of yards short of the first down, but the offense will stay out there on 4th down. Punts it out of the air. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. The give to the tailback. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. We've reached the break, and Kansas has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. To the ground, he's got it again. Got the first down and more. That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Jayhawks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. It'll be 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Woolihan. Here's a heat. And the Jayhawks will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it. It's been that way all day. Using his legs, it's Clark. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. And the Cyclones come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Runs through a tackle.
Man, that is not the 3rd down execution you want. Trying to get it to a playmaker so he can make plays. He gets nowhere, actually loses yards, and brings up a 4th down now.
Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. The Kansas offense returns to the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for in a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few.
Oh, look out, the ball's free. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play. fact that they forced the turnover. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. To the ground with the back. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. The Cyclones want to move quickly.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. He'll keep it himself. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. And the Cyclones will bring the punt team onto the field. And that one will sail out of bounds. No chance for a return there. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 point.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Now the play fake. Fires to the big fella. Turning it on. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. Looking downfield, it's Willihan. Release to the back. And it's intercepted. A huge fourth-quarter play for this defense. Touchdown, Cyclones! What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Kansas offense returns to the field. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. It's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Well, this guy's a backup maybe for a reason, because on his first carry of the game, he puts the ball on the ground. If you don't have ball security, your coaching staff doesn't trust you to get it done.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Oh, sticks that big mid up there and grabs it. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27.
And what a big conversion by the offense there. With the lead late, you're just trying to stay on the field and bleed the clock. At this point, it's tick, 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 tick. Let's run this clock down as low as we can before we sneak up.
Time is on their side, and they're going to wind that play clock all the way down. Oh, he's got a chance. There he goes. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. So this offense has the lead. They have the ball. They have the clock on their side and a chance perhaps to put it out of reach. A 1st down run on the doorstep. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Cyclones moving quickly to the line. The run up the middle, looking for the score. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa State. They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. A remarkable grab just keeps piling up scores.
I'm about to say, remarkable day. I mean, a remarkable career. Goodness gracious. This is a day that you just dream about having. You have these days in high school, but not in college. You're like, dang, this is as good as it gets. Nobody can stop him. He's absolutely in the zone.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Looking to throw, it's Willihan. Pulls it in, it's Cook. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. The Jayhawks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. And that's going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. And the Jayhawks come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Converts on 4th down. Still going. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. The Jayhawks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Finds his big tight end. They stop him just a link or two short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. Wants to throw again. The quick out. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. He hurls one deep down the left side. Looking for the goal line. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. And the Jayhawks will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
You just got to know the situation of the game, honestly. After that incompletion now setting up 3rd down, you still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to...
And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. Down in the final period in a tight game, and they will go for it on 4th and goal. Here comes the heat. That's got it. And he steps in just in the nick of time to get the touchdown they need, and now they need to cap it with a 2.
And they desperately needed that touchdown. Now it's miracle time. We got to kick this onside kick and somehow find a way to boot a long field goal and maybe win this thing at the buzzer.
He will get there for the 2-point conversion, and we have a tie game in the waning seconds. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Leaves it with the running back. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. To the air on 2nd down. Fires deep on the run. Incomplete. The final play of regulation, and now we head to overtime. Well, guys, let's play some more. Headed to overtime.
and this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth, so of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions, probably, maybe one possession each. Who's the better team?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, just to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Paul. We're like, you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the third overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. The timing on that throw and on the route was just convoluted and messed up from the beginning.
And you see quarterbacks and wide receivers in the offseason always working on timing and always working on throwing on air. But when you put a defense in front of them, now things start to speed up a little bit. A lot of times you'll see these little mistakes and where it looks like just they're not on the same page all the time.
They love to strike first with a touchdown. They'll try to keep the drive alive on third down. The offense changing the play. Fires to the right. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down. They'll try to get it in with the run. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Back to throw, it's Woolihan. Wide out trying to get it in. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Looking for a touchdown to take the lead in overtime here on 3rd and goal. Pressure coming. Touchdown, Rock Jayhawk. They strike first here in overtime. Now to push the lead to 7 in overtime. And the extra point splits the uprights. They're up 35-28.
Nice job by the quarterback, hanging in the pocket, hanging in there. He knew he was going to take a lick. He took the lick, delivered a strike, and got the score.
Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Wants to throw on first down. Firing to the right, complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. 3rd down in overtime, and they need to get it to the end zone. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Fires deep toward the end zone. He just about had the pick and what a play that would have been in overtime, but it brings up 4th down. 4th and long, and they have to pick it up to keep their chances alive. A shot toward the end zone. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field. My pulse rate is still through the roof on this game. I would have called that one for free. Wait, I don't want to get carried away there, but it was a really fun game and a great win.
It really was. I know we're all up here, we're bouncing around, we're excited after having seen what we just saw. What a great win for this team to go out and do it in overtime. That's the type of game that fans are going to be talking about for a long time, David.
Yeah, right.
If you know Reese Davis, that is not happening, but we got a free game that was awesome, back and forth, nip and tuck, and bonus time. You got some free overtime play in that one.
That will